Hey all, Bynx here. Today we are going to be playing a Lockjaw deck. Lockjaw is a 3 energy, 2 power, the ability when you play a card here, swap it with a card in your deck. So the overall goal is to have big cards in your deck, small cards in your hand, flip them out to get some really good value. We're going to take a second to appreciate what I think might be one of the best variants in the game. It's kind of like a Jake the Dog style Lockjaw. Absolutely beautiful. But here's the deck. So we have 4 6-drops. We have Leader, America Chavez, Giganto, and the Infinite. Just very big, high value cards. America Chavez helps us hopefully get the Jubilee and Lockjaw a little bit earlier. We have Lockjaw, obviously. We have Jubilee to act as another kind of Lockjaw enabler to pull a card out of our deck. Wave, in case we need to play a 6-drop on both 5 and 6. And then just some small cards. Okoye is there to buff the deck. The Hood is really great because you throw that -2 power into the deck and you still get that one energy 6 power demon in your hand. But yeah, this deck was super fun. Would definitely recommend it if you like kind of these big style decks to pull out cards. You get some awesome highlights pulling out things like the Infinite and Leader, and then playing all of their cards. So super fun deck, and I definitely think it was really competitive. Certainly had a positive win rate, and it was a great time. As always, if you're enjoying the content, make sure to like the video. It really helps me. Consider subscribing if you want to see daily Marvel Snap content. You'll get a new video here every single day. And you can catch me live over at twitch.tv/Bynx_plays. Enjoy. We could also go for an Infinite game on Sinister London. Dude, look at that hair swoop I just made. That's like some Jimmy Neutron looking. That's pretty sweet. I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave that there. Sunspot and Sinister London is really good. Need some pool 2 support for the optimal deck. Yeah, Bucky's in there. You don't really have to play with Bucky Barnes. Bucky's just good. But yeah, you basically play like Deathlock, Nova Carnage, Dinosaur Moon Girl, and then the Collector and a bunch of cards that draw cards. It's really hard to beat. I always like sunspotting on Sinister London. It kind of gives us, like, anytime we don't spend an energy, it gives us +2 power on the board. We can also Lockjaw at 2 locations if we want. Plus, like, right now we have all of our, we played 0. I want this card. This card's really good. I think we just play Lockjaw out because we have such a good setup for Lockjaw. So getting it at 2 locations is pretty nasty. Does Venom slot into that deck, and what would come out for him? If you were going to slot Venom in, you'd probably take Deathlock out. And they're probably pretty close to just as good. I love Venom. I used that to get rid of. It's quite interesting. Should I just Jubilee middle? Probably best to do something like that. No. Probably best to do something like that. Kind of live what my opponent does. They're not playing anything on Sinister London, which is wild to me. Sinister London is such a powerful location. What's up, Celestial Hawk? Welcome. Does Lockjaw work with a Sinister London card? Look at that, Giganto Poggy. I mean Infinite? Let's just make it. Oh, get wrecked. Oh man, sir, it's turn 4. That's actually illegal. So this whole yo, Celestial Hawk. Oh, I'm actually thank you so much for the follow. I'm locking the best follower notification all of twitch.tv. I'm actually rocking the Squeeze Me Jar Jar Bynx tank top today. I'm Jar Jar'd out of my gourd, yo. I still have hope that that Jar Jar is gonna come back and episode 6 of Obi-Wan. I'm still holding out hope. World, dude, 3 games in a row we got Lockjaw. Yondu? Okay, Shabbos is fine. We have been pulling really heavy cards though. Weird world. Double Sword is fine. Fine for us. We need a small card though to work with our Lockjaw. We'll probably want to go Devil Sword 3 and then Lockjaw and a 1-drop if we can pull one of their 1-drops. They're milling themselves. Random card. Oh, we got our Shabbos back. Look at that. Yeah, we'll just Devil Sword here. Devil Sword middle seems fine. We're kind of screwed out of playing our Iron Man. Oh, they got our Hood. Probably stoked to be playing the Hood. Lucky, lucky. Does Collector work with Weird World? Like if I play the Collector, is it just gonna get all the benefits of I think this is just gonna be like a leader game. Is what it seems like to me. Shang-Chi? Oh, dude, 2 games in a row. Just getting eviscerated by Shang-Chi. Collector does work with Weird World. What a world. We're in like a really weird spot. There's no ongoing effects we really want to get rid of. All we can play is Lock Girl, Moon Girl, or Enchantress. I guess this is a 5 cost, technically, or 5 power. We just want to get ahead at 2 locations. So right now, right, we're ahead in 2 locations. So in this instance, I don't think they can beat me. So I'm going to snap because I have leader, right? So I have leader, so I'm just going to get like whatever the hell they play, I'm going to get on my side. It's the only situation I think that screws me is if they play too many cards. So we're going to play it here on the hub. But yeah, I don't think they can beat us if we leader, right? Like if they play a big card, thank you for your big card. Leader's too good. I think leader is my favorite card in the game. It's just so infuriating to play against. The conceding does make it hard as a content creator sometimes. It like disincentivizes me to snap early because I want to play out the games, especially when I have the cool things, right? Whereas like technically if you're trying to grind and get as many cubes as possible, you don't really want to do that. Okay, Atlantis, if you have only 1 card here plus 5 power. So I can just vibe a Sunspot there. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Or I can save it for later. Saving it might be just like the better play. What does a Koye do? Koye gives every card in my deck plus 2 power. You can also, I believe this should work. It was being a little funky yesterday. Okay. So if you hit exclamation point card and then type in a card name, it'll tell you what it is. It's a really cool bot that someone in the community made. Dark Dimension. Okay, so the right side is going to be our... I kind of want to just plant Giganto on Atlantis eventually, but with leader that might not really matter too much. I don't even really want a Sentinel because I can't Sentinel in the Dark Dimension and get my second Sentinel back. So I'm just going to drop the Collector on Atlantis. That's probably really smart. However, because I have Giganto, unless they create 7 cards, they're not going to be in a great spot. So we're going to Lockjaw on the right. They're placing something down in Dark Dimension. We'll just rip our Sentinel. See what we get. This will also keep boosting our Sunspot. We do have a lot of 6-drops in our hand, which isn't ideal for what we're trying to do. I also probably could have considered waving there. Akoya did buff the rest of our deck. Moon Girl. How many does he get out of that? 3 maybe? Yeah, I think that the wave there was probably the better call, so I can start ripping out my 6 drops. But what I can do here is just go like hood and wave. And then if I'm in a pretty good spot, I can just like leader on the left. Leader somewhere, because I should be in a good position to take New York most of the time. Actually, I don't know how leader works with Dark Dimension. Like if I play leader in Dark Dimension and it reveals, does it play their turn 6 cards? Not really sure. But what we can do here, they turned off all, oh, I can play the Infinite. Let's go. Dude, they're gonna regret that thoroughly. All right, we need a big card here though. Chavez. Chavez would be very important. Chavez would be super important. Come on, big card, big card. Let's go. All right, so we got the guaranteed W pretty much. Like, I don't see any world where they beat me. Because I'm going to Infinite left, right? I'm also not going to snap for the content. That's a big card. Oh, wait, do they have something bigger than that on Dark Dimension? Wow. Damn, dude, I lost that, huh? So it needed to be anything but Chavez and I actually would have won. X-Mansion is so monka. I also have all my 6 drops in my hand. I suppose it's probably fine to just wave in a Giganto or wave in a leader. Maybe wave in a Giganto and then I leader on the last turn. And then hope that I'm ahead at least in a couple locations. So I can wave into Giganto into Jubilee, which will probably hit Chavez on 5. Maybe I should have waited on the wave though, if they're trying to get things working. Oh, Devil Dinosaur, that's a good hit. I'll snap here. They'll probably run, but we'll see. And then we'll snap here. We'll probably leader, or we'll probably Jubilee on the right to guarantee that. And then we'll leader either on the left or in the middle. Depending on what it looks like will make more sense. I don't really have an open spot if they try and do a Nova Carnage where I'd feel confident, but we'll see. Quite a big thing. Enchantress, my Devil Dinosaur, very spooky. So now, thinking I should do. No, I want to leave a spot open, so we'll go here actually. So I think this will cause a little bit of fear in them to put more on X-Mansion. So I want to put some pressure on them. This Jubilee, it has a very good chance of being Chavez. I think it's like a 60-something% chance, if I remember my percentages correctly, of getting a Chavez out of here. So we should be in a pretty good spot on Onslaught's Citadel. Iron Man's good too. As long as we're still ahead or close to ahead. Claw. Claw's fine. So now what we're going to do is leader on the left. And if we leader on the left, there should be like basically no way that we lose. Because if they play anything on Onslaught Citadel, we'll get an extra card here to fill out our Iron Man. And if they play anything on the left, we'll obviously still win. But we don't want to cover up this spot. Because we're already winning, and we want to take whatever they may play. They should probably concede here if they're smart. They also probably should have played this Claw over on the left. I guess it's fine to like play it on here because you get the extra Onslaught trigger. It's just like, I don't know, doesn't make much sense. Also, if they play, I think that the deck that they're running runs an Onslaught. If they play it in the middle, it'll hit our Iron Man and we'll pop off. Oh, snap. They're snapping, huh? They might have a Shang-Chi on the left? They have a Shang-Chi on the left. We will tie them? They have a Shang-Chi and something else. Yeah, get wrecked. There's no way, right? That's the power of the leader. The leader is so good. Leader is so good. Like drawing wave is pretty good, but I think I'm just gonna plant Giganto on the Space Throne. It's gonna be really hard to beat me if I plant Giganto over there, I feel. Oh, we're both waving. So I probably want a leader here, right? I think I want a leader here instead because they're trying to play a 6-drop this turn. So if they're going to be playing a 6-drop, I'd rather get their 6-drop. Oh, thank you. Whoa! Now that was unexpected. Is Jubilee Sunspot here just better? Dude, they snapped immediately after being down 1 on Xandar. I wonder if they're running like Blue Marvel. Yeah, we're just waving at each other. Just vibing and waving at each other. Iron Man Atlantis, plus 10 power. It's not a bad choice. But just about anything that they play can beat that, unfortunately. Maybe I'll Jubilee. Jubilee's 11 power. I was just talking about this scenario. Yeah, literally. I was talking about that exact scenario. If I was on reveal, I would have also had a Professor X. We'll Jubilee Sunspot over here. Oh, in your face. In your face, crack boars. Nice Chavez, dude. Nice Chavez. In your face. In your face. Get infinited. Oh. Oh, shit. Okay. I'm gonna snap on him. I don't know. I feel like if we Sunspot, I feel like this is a world ship is crazy. Okay, this is my plan, chat. This is my plan, chat. I Sunspot, do nothing, and then Infinite. I Sunspot, do nothing the rest of the game. Nothing. Don't do a single goddamn thing the rest of the game, and then I Infinite. I could also Jubilee. Jubilee's probably not too bad on 4. I could also, if I get another big 6-drop, I can think about Iron Manning. But I think I just let the Sunspot vibe. I just let the Sunspot vibe. No! You piece of garbage. How dare you? Okay. Change of plans, chat. Change of plans. We're no longer doing that. Okay, so we can Jubilee into Infinite. The problem is if they have Iron Man in this deck, we're in trouble. I could Jubilee into Infinite. I could get about 31. They're thumbs upping me. That was so rude. The audacity of them to shoot my dang Sunspot. He ruined my content. I think it's Jubilee, right? I could also Lockjaw Hood. Jubilee is better though because it has a better chance of pulling Chavez. And it can also pull Giganto. I think Jubilee's fine. Devilsaur, huh? Can't play Giganto. Iron Man is... Iron Man might be better than Infiniting. I'm just scared they're going to get enough power that Infinite won't matter. They're running like Venom in this deck. It's very scary. can't Giganto there. It's not the left location. Maybe I can though. I'll test that next turn, because if this location is destroyed, I have Venom. Yes. I think if I had Chavez still in my pool, like if I pulled something else with Jubilee, Iron Man's the play, but I think we just wait an Infinite. Oh! Get absolutely annihilated. Dude, if I would have Iron Man, I would have won. Wow. They just beat the crap out of me that game. Okay, I probably want to do like Lockjaw Jubilee here on turn 3 and 4. So we can just Sunspot middle and vibe. Or maybe I just trust Giganto over there. I guess I'll know by turn 3 what all the locations are, right? Well, now I'm discarding a card from my hand. I guess I'm not doing that anymore. Guess I'm not doing that. So, Gorgeth, it's exclamation point card Lockjaw. Guess I'm not doing that plan. That's okay. I don't know why I'm waiting so long. I literally can't do anything. Okay, so we have the vault. I don't really want to Lockjaw on the left, right? Maybe just Lockjaw mid and then plan to like Giganto left. But I also don't have anything to play with the Lockjaw. I mean, I should still play it no matter what. They played a lot of cards on Baxter Building. If they all get beat by oh, and Ebony Maw. Very spooky. So 18, so I'll need a little bit more power there. Okay, very good draw for the hood. So this should kind of lock up the middle, hopefully. And then you can Infinite me maybe. Wave is fine. So wave, I just Giganto left. I can just like Giganto left here and then like leader, probably. Like leader on the left. Yeah, no, this should be fine, right? Wait, leader on the left doesn't win me this, though. What probably does win me this? It's a very good question. I think that if I Iron Man, I never lose on the left, right? 28. Even if they don't do anything this turn and they get the full benefit of the Sunspot, we're fine. Even if they just don't do anything, they'll get 6 more here. Yeah, and Demon Middle for sure. And then we Demon Middle. And then we'll be at 18. They need to drop 15 power in the middle. Plus we'll get, no, they need to drop 18 power because I'm going to win this. We'll snap back. No, wait. I have Lockjaw. So it could be anything that I just get, but it could be the Infinite. So it shouldn't matter. Yeah, they just didn't do anything. See, that was actually a smart move by them. And I thought about that. I'm happy that I considered the possibility of them doing that because I've seen a lot of people do that before. Well, I mean, I don't know. Like Demon is fine mid, right? It's still probably the best play. But I'm happy I thought about how if they get all the power from Sunspot. I guess I could have just like the hooded, but it doesn't really matter, right? It was the last turn. I just needed to play anything out there.